Hey there, book lovers and Christian parents. Today I'm starting a series on the books of Rick Rioderan. He has written several series of books and almost has his own imprint now of mythological books. Mythological characters that are all based on Greek mythology or Norse mythology. And he's even got some other authors that are under his label that are writing for African mythology and Indian mythology. It's a whole thing. But I want to talk about his books and what we as Christian parents need to know before we allow our kids to read them. So today we are starting with the Percy Jackson series. So this was Rick's first set of books that follows Percy Jackson, who is the son of Poseidon. Now, one tricky bit is this is focused on Greek mythology. The other part is Poseidon and his mom are not married and they've had a kid. So it's kind of that awkward what is relationships, what is right and wrong in relationships. And while the Bible does have some clear standards, our culture has its own opinions. So when you are considering these books for your kids, just think about that. Think about those conversations. I'm not a big person on, banning books or not allowing my kids to read books because of some of the content. But to take the opportunity to have discussions about Greek mythology, about storytelling, about relationships and friendships, because Rick has done a really great job of creating characters that kids relate to and problems that they relate to, and this desire for adventure and knowing who they are. It makes it a really fun read. I know my 12-year-old has read through this series twice. And each time we come up with new ways of having conversations about mythology, about religion, about marriage, about relationships in general. So it has become a really good talking point for us. So as we go into part 2 and talking about the other series that this author has done, you'll see some changes in the way that I communicate this, but for this series, this is a fun series to read through. It kind of hits all those marks for boys that really want adventure and suspense and not romance. Even though there's a little in there. But it's a really fun read. Really great for opening up conversations, I encourage you to read it as a family. Have those discussions. Don't just say, okay, here's a book. But take these as an opportunity to dive in and discuss and pick apart both mythology as well as kind of the actions of these characters. Because you'll hear me talk about it a lot around here, that mythology and fantasy does have a place in even Christian literature. And so it is an important foundation and an important almost launch pad to communicating sweet truths of the Bible. This one, not so much, but it's still an enjoyable read to encourage those avid readers in your home. Happy reading!